This is where we have fun. All right. So, in our Facebook chat, I asked everyone to make an AEW versus WWE card. Rules are: one, you can't be used twice, more than once. So even the tag team, let's say RK Bro, you can't use Randy Orton.
Yep.
Okay. No triple threats. It can be any match you want. However, there's no triple threats. It has to be 1v1, stuff like that. Now, here's how we're going to do this, right? I'm gonna start with Jay.
All right.
You're gonna name a match that you already written down. Okay.
Now, question. What if that team is a faction?
That person cannot be used again.
So I can use a faction against a faction.
You use a faction for the faction.
Okay, gotcha.
However, though, if you're using House of Edge,
I got you. I can't use anybody else. Okay.
Okay. However, though, this is how we're going to do it. Jay, you're gonna go first.
All right.
Right. I'm gonna ask you to pick a match that you have down there.
All right.
A match you want. However, though, if that person or any one of the people are in a different match, we get to vote on what match should be and what.
Oh, okay. So like if he picks a match that has Wardlow, and I have a Wardlow match, and you have a Wardlow match,
we get to
all say the Wardlow match, and we choose which one. And I'm assuming at the end of this, you're gonna make a final card with
okay. I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
Let's have some fun. Jay, pick the first one.
All right. So my bottom of the card match to start this show off, my curtain jerker will be a 6-man tag between the House of Black versus the House of Brood.
Okay. So you have House of Black versus House of Brood.
Which is exactly what I have.
Evan has the same thing. However, I did not. I did not. For nostalgia purposes, I had Ed versus Christian. Ed versus Christian, the first blood match, a ladder match, even a ladder match from what he had. Like I had Ed versus Christian. Now we do have to vote for this.
No, because I think it's 2-1. So I would say that the House of Black versus the House of Brood would take this one.
All right, hold on, and I'm writing this down too.
So that gets rid of your Edge Christian match. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So my Edge Christian match is gone. All right, Evan, you next. Pick a match.
The match that we've been clamoring to see for a long fucking time: Charlotte Flair versus Jade Cargill.
So you have Charlotte versus Jade, right? I personally have different. No, let's do Jade first. I have Jade Bianca. I think that'd be a better overall match.
Now,
and then Jay, you have
actually we're going Jade, right?
Well, you don't have Jade in here though at all.
No. Jade's in my honorable mention.
Yeah, you do. You have Jade Bianca as well.
Jade Bianca is in my honorable mention.
Yeah,
she's not my 10, but it's in the honorable mention.
So Jade Bianca will be next match.
Okay, so Jade Bianca takes that one. Mm-hmm. So then should I say who I have Bianca in a match against?
Oh, you can. Go ahead.
Because I have Bianca against Thunder Rosa.
Well, we'll get to her next. But since you have Charlotte Flair, let's do So since you have Charlotte Flair, let's do Charlotte Flair. I'm gonna start with Charlotte Flair.
Okay, so now we do Charlotte.
So I have Charlotte versus Brent Baker.
Our women's divisions are so fucked up because I have Brent Baker and somebody else.
However, though, Jay has Brent Baker versus Charlotte Flair.
Like I said, we're all in sync at some point.
So the women's matches we have so far, because I'm assuming that's how it works, is we have Charlotte against Brent Baker and Jade against Bianca.
And Charlotte.
Yeah, like I said, Britt Flair, 2 great workers, 2 good talkers on the mic. I think their styles would just make for a classic good singles match. Jade, Bianca, both are strong as oxes, man. You know, super strong. They'll have a good hard hitting match, and I think that just makes better Jade Bianca.
Okay, so Evan, you have Bianca versus Thunder Rosa. So let's do Thunder Rosa.
So, yeah, does anyone else have Thunder Rosa in a match?
I do.
Okay.
I do. And I'm trying to see if Jay has her.
Because there's kind of a theme here of the top 6 women in both companies.
Yeah.
Okay. So Evan, you get the top. You're the tiebreaker for this though, because you don't have Thunder Rosa at all. So tiebreaker. I have Thunder Rosa versus Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
And Jay had Thunder Rosa versus Sasha Banks.
That's a good one. I think.
Oh my god! You're making me pick against my Bay, against Sasha Banks.
I think that's a solid match, man. Thunder Rosa versus Sasha Banks.
For the purpose of a better match, I'm gonna go Thunder Rosa Sasha Banks. I think that puts on a better match for the crowd than Thunder Rosa Alexa would. I would, if I was to put Alexa Bliss in a match, it'd be against that chick from the Varsity Blondes or Ty, but it wouldn't be against Thunder Rosa.
All right, so do anybody else have Alexa Bliss anywhere in here so I can take her off?
I do not.
I do not have Alexa Bliss in any.
I had Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch was the only woman that we hadn't talked about on my list. But I don't know if anybody else had a Becky Lynch.
I don't think I had Becky on mine either.
You don't. So Becky's off as well.
Okay, Becky's gone. Which it's cool. She needs to take some time away, anyways. Focus on being a mom. She's good. The women's division is good hands right now.
All right. So me. I'm gonna go tag team now. All right. I have FDR. Well, sorry. I got FDR versus RK Bro. I would love to see that match.
Okay.
Nobody else have those. Well, Evan doesn't have those two on there. Jay, you.
I don't have FTR. I don't have RK Bro, the tag team, but I do have one person from it.
You have
in the singles.
Where is it? I can't see it.
I have Randy Orton.
Oh, okay. So, Evan, you get to choose. FDR versus RK Bro, or Randy Orton versus Sting.
For mine was for nostalgia purposes. Randy Orton versus Sting.
100% no disrespect to FTR. I'm going Randy Orton Sting because it'll be the return of Legend Killer Randy Orton just to face Sting, and I would love to see that. As from purely a fan standpoint, give me Randy Orton Sting.
You said, yeah, and I was booking it strictly off of this would be like awesome.
that would guard, and with
that's WrestleMania. That's WrestleMania level. That is WrestleMania level type.
Here's the thing. I'm definitely not mad at it. I am nowhere near mad at it.
It's not like Sting looks like other old guys who are wrestling. Sting would actually be able to work.
Good.
Yeah. I'm definitely not mad at it. Do anyone else have either Bro or FDR in the matches?
I do not.
No. Nope.
All right, so they're gone from the dream card.
Okay.
All right,
are we gonna at the end of this? Are we gonna pick?
Yeah, and then we'll
nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Like that.
Okay. All right. Jay. No, Evan. Evan. Yeah. Give me a match.
I have the guy who left WWE for AEW in CM Punk, and the guy who left AEW for WWE in Cody Rhodes against each other.
Okay, so let's do Cody first because that's how I got here. So yeah, Cody versus CM Punk. I have Cody versus Dustin. Anything goes match. Like you left me for this place. Let's get this shit going. So Cody Rhodes versus Dustin, and then you, sir.
I don't have Punk. I don't have Punk in it, but I do have Cody. My Cody was Cody versus MJF.
Cody versus MJF. All right, so we're both. So we need to get one of those.
So that makes me the tiebreaker again.
No. Can you have Cody as well?
Oh no! So we have to vote for which. Well, then we're all just gonna pick our own matches.
No, not really.
No. What we can do is vote for a different match that's not our own. That's what we can do.
No, but wait a minute. What was your Cody match, Evan?
His Cody was Cody versus CM Punk.
Okay, and what was yours?
My Cody was Cody versus Dustin.
Okay,
Dustin Rose.
And they're both good. You see, they're all good.
And yours was Cody versus MJF.
Cody MJF.
So if I have
we can just let Siri pick it. Be like, Siri, pick a number between 1 and 3.
No. What we're going to do is going to pick a match that's not our own. Okay.
Gotcha.
Right? So I'm a first. I'm not going to lie. I like the Cody versus CM Punk match better. So
you know what? I like that too. I like that too. That sounds like a good match.
All right. So Cody versus CM Punk will be
that one. That's a good one.
I would have picked Cody Dustin because there's something about that. Whenever those two were in the ring together, it was a great match.
Mm-hmm.
And who'd you have against him, Jay?
MJF.
Yeah. See, I for some reason I left MJF off my list, but I would have put MJF would have been in a different spot there for me, and he wouldn't have been there in a match. It would have strictly been a promo. Like, here's why my show's better than you, and then someone talking for WWE being like, fuck you, bitch. Paul Heyman or something.
All right. So, Evan, you get to choose tiebreaker one more time because I'm pretty sure we both got CM Punk somehow in here. Oh, you don't got Punk in here, do you?
I don't know.
No, he did not have Punk on there.
Oh, so my match all make goes. I have CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
I have
that's a squash in my opinion. I don't think CM Punk. It's Brock.
Oh no! Sorry. You have Cody versus CM Punk. I gotta get CM Punk off of here. Sorry, I can't have that.
Oh yeah, because CM Punk's already in a match.
Yeah.
Do anybody have Brock?
No,
I don't know.
So Brock is off the card.
Brock's off the card, which is fine with me right now.
Sorry, Brock.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm okay with that as well.
Stay in Saskatoon.
However, though, let's do MJF to get him off the card as well. Jay, you can't have that anymore. I have MJF versus The Miz.
Okay.
Not for the
automatically wins because I don't have MJF.
Not for the match. Listen, I got MJF not even for the match.
Just for a segment, right?
Just for the segment.
Miz TV starring MJF.
Yeah. So yeah, not even for the match. It's just gonna be a fantastic segment. It's gonna be great. So, all right, okay. So that's good. That's good. All right, okay. Jay.
All right. I'm gonna go back to tag.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do another tag match. It's going to be the Lucha Bros versus the Usos.
I can tell you right now that one automatically wins because I have Lucha Bros Usos as well.
Yeah. So, give me 1 minute because I do something real quick. However, though, that automatically wins because I don't have that. I do. Hold on. So, Lucha Bros versus Usos. I had Usos versus Young Guns, the Young Bucks.
Good.
And I have the Young Bucks in an honorable mention against somebody else.
All right, so who do you have Young Bucks against?
Specifically Kofi and Xavier New Day.
Okay. Do you have Young Bucks anywhere, Jay?
I do not.
Young Bucks versus New Day.
Because that wins automatically, right? Because you had Usos against them and they're out. And then I had gotcha. This is gonna be like a 50-card match, dog.
No, yeah.
No. We're good. We're good. Trust me. So yeah, you said Young Bucks versus New Day.
I'm erasing matches from mine as they get booked up, so I'm trying to make sure I don't repeat.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. So it's on me, right? It's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Let's go Tribal Chief. I actually have Roman versus Warlow. I have Roman versus Warlow.
It automatically wins because I have Roman Warlow as well.
You win because I don't have neither Roman or Warlow on my card.
Mm-hmm.
Jay went old school ish with his card. He went nostalgia for a lot of his stuff.
No, I do have a monster match on here that's in my honorable mention. I'll mention that later. But
All right,
I think it will be really good.
So that is good. They can leave that. All right, Jay, give me a match.
Okay, I'm going to go with another tag match.
Okay.
So this will wrap up my tag matches on my card. Santana and Ortiz versus the Street Profits.
You asked. I don't have Santana Ortiz or True Profits on mine.
I don't have either as well.
So
I think that would make for a really good tag match.
All right.
Now that I think about it, I could have done an honorable mention here where instead of the New Day, it would have been the Bucks versus the Street Profits. I think that would have been a good match.
And that's a good one. Yeah, that's a solid one.
But Santana and Ortiz, have been doing this for so long. They work well together. So that's a good one. Something's going to be a pre-show match, right? No, I'm kidding.
All right. Evan, give me a match.
I have the face that runs the place against the face of wrestling for the past 10 years, John Cena against Kenny Omega.
Okay.
Ooh. You can put that in the books because that is on my list.
Oh, I'm so glad that one stayed. Not gonna lie, that was the first match when Dre said this. He's like, make a supercard. That's the first match that came to my mind was Kenny Omega against John Cena.
Hold on, because I don't see that on your list, bro.
That's in my honorable mention. I'm sorry.
No,
Omega Cena's.
I don't see it on your list.
I must have just added. I added it after. I was that because when you said if we can add more, I was like, I added more. So that's right. I added that's on the updated. My fault. I didn't send that to you.
All right, just cool.
But that's on my updated honorable mention.
I'll take it though. That's a win.
That's a win. I'll give it to you. However, though,
I know you had Kenny against someone else.
I had Kenny versus someone else, and I will go to that person soon because I'm pretty sure that person will be off his card because I don't see it anywhere else. I had Kenny versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
I struggled to put Shinsuke on this card because I don't know if there's anyone that I haven't seen Shinsuke against yet that I'd want to see him against again.
I would love to see Kenny Shinsuke. To be personally,
go watch Wrestle Kingdom from like 3 years ago.
No. All right, it's my turn, right? So my turn. Let's go Bryan Danielson. I got Bryan Danielson versus Seth Rollins.
Bryan Danielson versus Seth Rollins.
Okay. I do not.
That's good.
You have Kevin Owens versus Bryan Danielson.
I have Kevin against Bryan Danielson, and I have Seth Rollins in a match.
And
I have Seth Rollins in a match, but I don't.
I think we're just going Bryan Danielson right now, right?
Yep. So Jay,
I don't have Danielson book.
Okay, you get to choose then.
Okay,
either Bryan Danielson versus Kevin Owens or Bryan Danielson versus Seth Rollins.
Ooh. Danielson KO. Danielson.
Depending on what he picks.
I gotta go Danielson KO.
Oh, thank God.
I gotta go Danielson KO. I'm sorry. I gotta go Danielson KO. Because
actually, so tag teams can't go against each other, which means the Blackpool Combat Club couldn't have fought each other. So he couldn't have picked Moxley there because they're in a tag team together.
I didn't say Moxley.
Oh, you said Seth. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah,
my bad.
I think Danielson KO makes for a better fight, man. I'm sorry.
All right.
Fight Owens fight.
Okay. Well, now we got to get rid of Seth Rollins. So Evan, you had Seth Rollins versus John Moxley.
That's to me that's the only logical Seth match here is Seth
and
Rollins or Seth against Mox.
Jay had that as well. Moxley versus Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I think that's the only sound match that I can get out of for this card. Seth versus Moxley.
I mean, you could have Moxley versus Roman as well. I mean,
no, but Roman's more of a big move guy now.
Yeah, and he's not a technical wrestling guy like what Seth has become again, and what Mox is.
All right, Jay.
All right, here we go. So, is Darby Allin mentioned at all?
Nope, not yet.
All right. No. So I have Darby Allin versus AJ Styles.
I don't have either of them on my card.
Okay, so you get to choose. I do have Darby Allin. So I actually got Darby Allin versus Ricochet.
Listen, I'm sorry, Jay, but I'm going Darby.
That's a good one. Which
I have Ricochet on my card as well.
Mm-hmm.
As an honorable mention, I have Ricochet against Sammy Guevara, so I know Sammy's going to be next.
So Sammy is next.
All right.
1 minute though. Let me get this shit out the way. W out of Ricochet is gone. And then you had said, so I have for Sammy, I have Sammy versus Finn Balor.
That's a good one.
And Jay, you have Sammy versus Austin Theory.
Yeah.
So either you get to pick Theory or Finn Balor.
I'm going to go Finn Balor here. I think
that's a good one. Yeah.
Finn Balor's the more seasoned wrestler. He's got that style that would really complement Sammy Guevara's. I think Austin Theory is too green still to be, and this would be a ladder match. Let's put that straight forward because Sammy Guevara exceeds at the ladder match. But that I would put Sammy Finn. I think that'd be a good mid-card match that would reignite a little bit after we probably watch one that's maybe not the greatest. So I would definitely I would put that here. And then obviously, I know we all picked earlier. We picked the House of Brood against the House of Black. We do have to. We kind of played a little devil's advocate there because the House of Brood is only two people right now.
Yeah, well, you can be taxing as well. So
yeah, so I mean, I guess that would work. It'd probably be Malachi and Brody King.
Yeah.
So with that being said, though, do you have Austin Theory anywhere? I don't have Austin Theory.
I do not. So Austin Theory gone.
Austin Theory's gone. Sorry,
I don't think. I think McMahon would push for him to be on a card like this, but I think he's just too green for a card of this magnitude to be on.
All right, Evan, give me a match.
So I know since nobody else has it, I have Adam Cole Bay against Pat McAfee 2. For everyone who doesn't remember, the second Pat McAfee match in NXT was the War Games match, but I want the rematch between Adam Cole and Pat McAfee. Now that Pat McAfee's had a little bit more of a taste of being on a big stage, I'd like to see what he could do against Adam Cole right now.
I don't have
that's actually on my updated honorable mention.
What Adam Cole versus Pat?
Yeah, Cole versus McAfee too.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to see that. The NXT.
I feel like he needs more time in the ring. He's just too good to not be in the ring right now. And Adam Cole and him work really well together, so I need it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I don't have either, so it goes. I kind of feel bad because it goes. All right, it's on me. And I have 4 left actually.
I'm down to my last one.
Oh wait.
I have 4 left.
Sorry. We got rid of KO, so we gotta get rid of one of mine.
Yeah, KO's gone.
So I had KO versus Eddie Kingston. Did anybody got Eddie Kingston in here?
I do not.
I don't either.
All right, Eddie Kingston's gone. But I actually think that Eddie Kingston versus KO would have been a fucking great match.
I just think Eddie Kingston would be too involved in the Chris Jericho angle. I couldn't find anyone on WWE to feud him with right now.
Me neither. Yeah.
So I have
maybe actually that would have been the KO Eddie Kingston would have been my choice there if I had to pick because they're two similar bodied style people. That are very capable of fantastic moves. So,
we also did have Darby Allin already. But we got AJ Styles.
Darby's gone.
Negative, other than Jay.
Yeah, so AJ Styles is gone.
Yep.
All right, because really, I don't see my 3 outside of your 2. Okay, because my 3 gonna be on there, so I'm gonna wait for mine later. Because I don't see anything.
I can't wait to see how many matches we have on the super card.
I have 4. I have 4 matches.
Is there 2-night WrestleMania super card?
Basically,
yeah.
It says 3. What the hell is your 4th one?
No, I added one.
All right, what is it?
I'm sorry, I added one. It was Asuka versus Hikaru Shida.
Oh, okay.
That makes it because I don't have either one of them, but that'd be a fantastic match.
All right, so the last match we got to vote on is my vote. Actually, is Hobbs versus Big E
for me,
or Hobbs versus Lashley.
Oh damn!
Shit.
Yeah, I had Hobbs versus Lashley.
Yep, and I had Hobbs versus Big E.
I'm going to go Hobbs Lashley.
They're both good.
Yeah, it is good. But I'm actually going to go Hobbs Lashley.
Okay, fair enough. Get him out of that garbage ass Omos storyline and into a feud with Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah. Hobbs Lashley wins. All right, so and here's the cards that automatically goes in because nobody else picked them. For me personally, I got Bobby Fish versus Roger Strong. Just me. It's not the biggest. Me, this shit never would have made it.
That'll be a pre-show match.
Yeah. It will.
It would be.
I got a comedy match because I think it's gonna be fucking hilarious. I got Danhausen versus R-Truth. That shit was just be funny.
Listen, that's the match right before the main event night one.
That's a cool down match. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah,
it's needed.
One of the best comedic reliefs in WWE.
It's needed on the card. So yeah, I'm not mad.
Danhausen's great, and then all of a sudden you're gonna get a surprise run in from Santino Marella.
All right, and then surprisingly, I do have Keith Lee on here.
I do.
No, you both did not. Mm-hmm. I have Keith Lee versus Veer.
Oh, God.
Veer the Veer. All right. Dre is on board.
No, I'm not on board. I just want to see what he can do. I want to see what he can do.
But that's the point. You're interested.
No,
there's an interest.
No.
Just admit it.
First, Keith Lee needs to be on this card. He doesn't need to be. And God's truth though, he needs somebody to fucking destroy. After they fucking fired him, I want him to whoop somebody's ass. I want this to be a last breath match.
So one thing I noticed, a couple honorable snubs. There is no Ricky Starks.
Nope.
No.
There is no Drew McIntyre.
No, I don't have any.
There is no AJ Styles, which, as we all know, had a long history in New Japan.
I did have AJ Styles, but I lost it.
Yes, correct.
I did too, though, and there was no way to put him on here. I had AJ as well, but both matches lost somebody else. He can't fight himself.
A snub from arguably the greatest Mexican wrestler of all time is no Rey Mysterio. He's a bona fide Hall of Famer.
Okay, cool. So here's my Rey. Out of sight, out of mind.
There would be no one to wrestle. I don't think there'd be anyone lucha style that could compete.
I was looking at it. I just couldn't
outside of anybody from the Lucha Bros, but they're in a match.
Yeah. I mean, again, out of sight, out of mind. I mean, he's not. If he was still wrestling, I probably would have.
He's been off TV for a little bit.
Yeah, so outside of mind. All right, so your 4, Jay, is Hobbs versus Lashley.
Mm-hmm.
No, we already said that already.
Yeah, we already did that.
Serena D versus Bailey.
Yeah, Serena D versus Bailey.
These are honorable mentions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Miro versus Gunther.
Yeah, Miro versus Gunther.
And
Miro will be back on TV soon.
Yep.
Yeah, Oscar versus I can never say that because I said her name from
Hikaru.
He had Kenny Omega and John Cena as an honorable.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I put him in the card. This is what it is.
Oh,
it is what it is. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Forbidden
16,
Door,
17,
night 1,
18,
Forbidden Door, night 2, Forbidden
19,
Door, night 3.
21 matches.
It's a
we're doing a 3-night. We're doing a 3-night pay-per-view. That's right.
Or Memorial Day weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, baby.
That's right.
All right.
Tickets.
All right. So
the biggest pay-per-view in professional wrestling history. All proceeds go to Dornbecker Children's Hospital.
There you go. All right. So I'm gonna say the match. We're going to predict who wins.
All right.
I'm first. I'm going House of Black versus House of Brood. I'm only going House of Brood only because they've been together longer, and I have not seen what House of. I'm going to go House of Black because they've been together longer, and I don't know what House of Brood can do together. So I'm going to go House of Black because Evan.
I'm going House of Black as well. I think that Malachi Black is arguably the best wrestler involved in that entire match, and I think that Brody King is just too much of a powerhouse to not take seriously. So I would put House of Black there.
And Jay.
Well, I guess I'm the odd man out. I would say House of Brood.
Okay.
Only because, like you said, what's his name? Damian Priest is no slouch either.
No, he's not.
Damian Priest is no slouch, even though they don't have a third person yet. I get that. Edge, even though Edge is older, Edge can still work, but I would have to go over with them.
Evan, Jade versus Bianca.
Personally, I'm picking Bianca Belair there. I think Bianca Belair, if you add in the element of Bianca Belair's hair being able to be used as a weapon, as well as Jade is still freshly green. She's fought 30 damn near nobodies for the most part. Bianca Belair has been wrestling against some of the best female wrestlers in the world at WWE, between Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair. So I would put Bianca there.
Jay?
Same with Bianca. Bianca's more polished right now. Like I said, she's had more big time matches on big time television and pay-per-views. And I think she just wins the overall swag contest right now.
In about a year and a half, I'd probably go Jade.
Oh yeah. In another
now,
year's time, yeah. But right now I have to go with Bianca.
All right. So I'm going Bianca as well. It's just clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
It's clean sweep. I mean, Bianca just is one of the best.
To be 100% fair, though, I had any of my three from WWE. I had Jade losing because they're all more polished. Whether it was Bianca, Becky for me, or Charlotte, Jade loses. Unfortunately, just because she's not big time, she's not used to a sold out super crowd yet, like what WWE still has.
Yeah.
All right, Jay, Britt Baker or Charlotte Flair?
Ooh, all right. I'm going to go with Charlotte getting over because Charlotte might have a problem jobbing. I don't think Britt Baker will have a problem jobbing per se, but I think she would take. I think she wouldn't mind taking the big bumps and selling a little bit more. I got to go with Charlotte. Charlotte over Britt.
So it's on me, and I almost picked Charlotte as well. But for some reason, I'm going to go with Britt. Listen, so and I'm a big about what the storyline could be. But Charlotte wants out of WWE. Everybody knows that. And
so
that's
who would be the baby face in that one?
Oh no, there's no baby face. It's
Britt Baker. If there was a baby face, it'd be Britt Baker because this pay-per-view would happen in Pittsburgh.
What happened in Pittsburgh though?
Listen, I'm throwing in Pittsburgh, so Britt Baker be the baby face.
No, I'm going Britt for nostalgia, not nostalgia, but for storyline, just to get Charlotte into AEW. So I'm going to go with Britt. Evan?
I went with Britt Baker here as well. I'm on record saying that I don't like Charlotte as a wrestler. I think she's just uberly athletic and uses her muscles to overpower a lot of little people. Britt Baker, to me, is the better wrestler and the better storyteller. So I went Britt Baker here for storyline purposes.
All right. So it's on me, Thunder Rosa versus Sasha Banks. I'm actually going to go with Sasha Banks. I'm on record saying that I'm not the biggest
Thunder Rosa
fan at all. I'm definitely on record. And people love this girl. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I think she deserves the love. But as wrestling goes, Sasha is definitely better wrestler. So I'm going to go with Sasha Banks. Evan?
I'm actually going to go Thunder Rosa. I think Thunder Rosa is still riding the wave of momentum from her title win. I think the win over Nyla Rose, whether it be small package backwoods or not, was a huge step in the right direction. Thunder Rosa has been facing Britt Baker, who even against Sasha Banks, I would pick Britt Baker over. So I think Thunder Rosa pulls out the win, but I think I think, and you can quote me on this is the best female match of the night on the card. I think it's the two most evenly matched wrestlers in the female division.
Yeah. I disagree, and I will say that when we get to that match. But I think we'll be good.
I totally forgot we have one more.
Yeah.
Because that might actually be my match of the night. Anyways, we'll go.
we have two more actually women's matches.
Oh, but I wonder who. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, I picked Thunder Rosa.
Jay, Thunder, or Sasha?
I agree with Evan. I would have to go with Thunder Rosa. I think this is the most evenly matched as far as talent wise. I think so. I think it allows Thunder Rosa to be the babyface in this, to fight underneath because she's the smaller wrestler. Mm-hmm. I would say so. I think she's, even though
Sasha's better as a heel, anyways.
And Sasha's better as a heel, but it allows Thunder Rosa seems to be better in the ring when she's fighting from underneath as a babyface and getting the sympathy and things like that. So I would have to go with Thunder Rosa as well.
And we got to remember this is taking place in San Antonio. So
Jesus. All right.
Oh, we're doing WrestleMania 2. It's happening in like 13 locations. Right?
Evan, Sting or Randy Orton?
It's Randy Orton. Listen, this match is on the card specifically for Legend Killer nostalgia, and there's no way he would bring the Legend Killer Orton back just to lose. I love Sting to death. He's one of my favorites of all time, but Randy Orton absolutely wipes the floor with him. But Sting, it's a good 7-minute match for Sting being 75.
Jay.
I agree. Randy Orton gets the win. Yeah, we get to see all the greatest hits. We get to see 62-year-old Sting do a high spot RKO. Boom. 1, 2, 3.
So I'm going Randy Orton as well. However, though, this card has to be when you guys said that Randy will turn on Bro. I mean, obviously
after the turn.
Yeah, it has to be after the turn because Randy has to go heel
because he's too much of a baby face right now.
Yeah, he have way too much fun being a baby face as well. You could see it in his eyes. Like Randy's having fun.
He even said it, like, this is the most fun I've ever had in my career.
Yeah. So
I think he breaks Flair's record in the next 2 years.
I can see that.
And he still needs 3 more titles to do it, but I think he breaks it because I think Randy Orton, like as much as John Cena is my favorite wrestler of all time, Randy Orton right now is, for the age he's at, is the best he's ever been.
Yeah.
So
all right, Jay, Cody versus CM Punk.
Ooh, I'm going to go. That's a tough one. I'm going to go. Matter of fact, I'm going to go with CM Punk from this one. I'm gonna go with CM Punk in a hard-hitting, strong style match.
I'm going to go now. God is true. This
and there will be somebody will be blood. We will get some color in this.
Yeah, we will. However, no. Again, and that's why I'm going to go with CM Punk also. But this has to be predominantly a AEW
style
promotion.
Like
promotion. Yeah. It has to be AEW promotion. It can't be
taking place in Chicago.
Yeah. Like so. Because plus, God is truth. CM Punk will not allow himself to lose to WWE. I don't think
exactly why I picked CM Punk as well, because he's going to sign up for this pay-per-view saying the only way I'm doing this super card is if I get to win and it's bloody to stick it to WWE. So I picked CM Punk as well because he will not lose to WWE.
All right, it's on me. It's on me. And it's Miz versus MJF. listen, I don't care less who wins. As long as there's a build up to this, I'm happy. All I care about the build up. I want to hear words.
A good 3-week promo.
Yeah. I want to hear good promos.
That's it.
All right. but for wrestling purposes, I'm going to go MJF. Okay. Evans, are you?
It's MJF here. MJF, in my opinion, is the better wrestler. Miz is the better character. MJF is the better heel.
And Jay.
I'm gonna go MJF too. I'm gonna go MJF via count out. It's like I said, Evan, I agree with you. Miz is the better character, and that seems right up his alley to get enough. I had enough. I'm done. I'm tired of this. I am the superstar, and he just walks off.
Yeah, but I would hate that in this kind of card.
But I think it would happen. I got a feeling it would happen.
I'll be so pissed at WWE let the shit happen. Oh god damn it! And this card that shit happens. Oh man,
I wouldn't be surprised there if it's Miz versus MJF ending in a no contest.
Well, yeah, or a no contest, yeah.
Because of either outside interference, them never making it to the ring, or just a shit talking match back and forth that ends up in a fight before the bell rings and they knock each other out.
All right. Evan, Lucha Bros or the Usos?
Lucha Bros. In my opinion, they're the best tag team in the world when they're healthy. And I don't think the Usos beat them here. I think it's a fucking solid match. I think it'd probably be about a 4.5-star match. If the Usos are capable of working as hard as what the Lucha Bros do. But something about Penta in the ring and something about Rey Fénix's ability puts them over the Usos.
Jay.
I'm gonna go with Lucha Bros too. Like I said, Lucha Bros like I said, when healthy and at the top of their game, they're very hard to compete against. And same as the Usos. The Usos are very good. Being like I said, it's natural to them. But I think that you'll have a good, high flying, high impact match that will just leave the fans in awe. So I got to go with the Lucha Bros on that one.
Potential to be match of the night or match of the weekend.
Yep.
All right. So, God is truth. I'm going to go Usos. I'm going to go Usos only because, first, the story. I do think the Usos will win the Unified Championships. I mean, to me personally, solidify. I mean, I don't think WWE will allow. It really depends on when this card will be. I don't think WWE will allow something like them to come back from injury or come back where they come from and win. That's just a bad story. I mean, I do think they're better wrestlers. I just think that somehow Usos will win this match. Somehow. Somebody cheating. Somehow, I think Usos wins. Okay. All right. Jay, Young Bucks versus New Day.
I got to go with Young Bucks on this one. I'm sorry. Even though I'm not a fan of the Young Bucks, I think the Young Bucks do get this over because this will be purely a AEW match because they refuse to go over to WWE. Mm-hmm. So I think this will be purely an AEW type match, and the New Day gets not New Day. The Young Bucks will have their super kick party.
Kick party.
Take one over the New Day.
I don't. This is why I won the Young Bucks versus Usos because there's no way in hell the New Day win this, and I feel bad for saying it.
Well, like I said, I feel bad. Yeah. It is what it is.
If Big E's not involved with the tag team of New Day, if it was Big E Kofi, it might be a different story.
Yeah,
but even Kofi,
even Big E Kofi, Young Bucks is still top 2-3 tag teams in the world.
Oh yeah, I'm also picking Young Bucks. So it's definitely a clean sweep for the Young Bucks here. The Young Bucks, in my opinion, are the fourth best tag team. Sorry, behind Lucha Bros, FTR, the Briscoes, and then the Young Bucks. So it's very hard to beat.
But
the tag team division in the AEW is by far better than the tag team division in WWE.
That's true. However, though, I will say that I would have picked the Usos over the Young Bucks.
Yeah. Probably for storyline purposes, yeah.
Storyline purposes, yes.
I understand that 100%, but in terms of talking just pure talent and wrestling ability, it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat the Young Bucks.
All right. All right. So me, Roman versus Warlow. Even though I love Warlow and where he's going right now, I have to go Roman Reigns. He is the most popular and top wrestler in both cards right now. So I'm going to go Roman. Evan?
Is this for the title?
Yeah. Well, if you have the belt, you put the belt up.
I'm going Wardlow. I can't stand Roman right now. And that's just a personal thing. I can't. I'm done with the head of the table gimmick. It's played out. He's been over 600 days as champion. Ain't no one should ever have a reign that long. I'm going Wardlow to shock the world with 17 power bombs. It's instead of Suplex City, it's put you on your back city.
All right. Yeah. Jay.
I'm gonna go with Wardlow too on this one.
If
they do it, if they book it like how they're doing, let's say Roman Reigns, I'm the head of the table. You come in here with your hands cuffed and things like that. The way that the fans are behind Wardlow right now, and you can book that and build something up to leading that match, and then Wardlow win. Remember, Wardlow is capable of doing big move matches just like Roman. But Wardlow can also move in the ring. He can move in the ring.
He's doing Hurricane Rana and shit.
Yeah.
I know. When he did a Hurricane Rana this week, I was shocked. So
I think the way that the fans are behind him, if he was to get that, the place would blow up and then a new star is born.
Could you imagine if MJF is like, hey, I can't get this guy beat. He makes a call. He's like, listen, I've got someone who's the head of a certain table coming over. Could you imagine?
The roof would blow up, man. I'm telling you, man. That'd be crazy.
That would that would also have potential to be the upset of the weekend because people wouldn't pick Wardlow there because of Roman's reign.
Exactly.
But Wardlow winning there would be one of the most
one
of the loudest pops in wrestling history.
And a new star is born.
All right. So Evan.
Yeah.
Santana Ortiz versus Street Profits.
Street Profits, because they finally need to get over it. I think beating a solid, a very good tag team that's kind of stuck in the middle of a really good tag team division. I think this would be a career-defining win for the Street Profits without having a title on the line.
Jay?
I agree. Street Profits get over on Santana and Ortiz. Santana and Ortiz can put on a good, solid, rough tag match, but they can also do some high spots as well if needed. And I think this is the match where Montez Ford becomes a star.
Yep.
All right. Okay, Jay. Kenny Omega versus Street Profits. Listen. No offense to Santana, but I don't think they're on their level.
Period. It's the star power of realistically, the star power of Montez Ford carries them over.
Yeah.
All right. Jay. Kenny Omega versus John Cena.
Oh, man. Kenny versus John Cena. All right, here we go. I'm going to give Kenny Omega on a fuck finish over John Cena. He can't beat him clean. John Cena has all the answers. Kenny Omega reaches deep into his arsenal. I have to do something because I got to beat this guy. Finds a way to heal. Gets over on Cena 1, 2, 3 on a surprise.
So he definitely should be healed. That's number one.
But
For second thing, I'm going Kenny O for a myriad of fucking reasons. First things first, I don't think John Cena would go to the lengths of what Kenny O would do. And mind you, though, remember Cena going to different programs. When he went to ECW, he couldn't handle that shit at all. He could not handle that shit at all. Even though ECW was technically still WWE at the time, he couldn't handle that shit. Second thing is, are we really going to forget his last match? Are we going to really forget the Roman Reigns match?
Yeah.
That shit was horrible. He tried to small package him to death. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but he tried to small package him to death. This night. This is not even close, because Kenny still can still do a lot more shit than Cena can do.
And, Kenny's going to be bumping all over the place for Cena because Cena's not going to do too many bumps.
Yeah, so listen, that's why I wanted Kenny versus Shinsuke. I mean, I know you said it happened before. I need to go watch that shit again, but at least Shinsuke will at least that, especially in the AEW style match. Oh goodness, oh god, that should have been great. But this match right here. It's easily hands down Kenny Omega. Hands down to me. Evans on you.
So to anyone who knows me personally knows that my youngest son is named John Cena Ham Attack. John Cena is my favorite wrestler in the world. However, Kenny Omega is the number one wrestler in the world for a reason. In terms of pure wrestling ability, Kenny Omega wins. In terms of, if we were going off popularity, Kenny would lose in this because John Cena is the most recognizable face in professional wrestling. But in terms of a wrestling match, like you guys are saying, John Cena has a capability of doing enough, but not more than what Kenny would do to win matches. And as always, he's going to hit him with the one-winged angel. Nobody kicks out of the one-winged angel. And everybody kicks out of the attitude adjustment. So as much as John Cena is my number one guy, I can even admit that Kenny Omega is the better wrestler in the match and will get the win. And I don't think it will be fucky. I think it will be a clean, straight up 1, 2, 3 between the two biggest names in professional wrestling in their respective eras.
Yeah, I think. Listen, God's truth, and this probably gonna be a shock to some people. I think this might be even more of a squash match. This might actually be Roman Reigns, John Cena 2. Like this shit, it might be that bad. Okay. All right. Next is Brian Danielson versus
Daniel Bryanson.
Yeah, I fucked it up. I am going to go with Brian for this as well. However, though, I do think this has potentially. I mean, I both had these two in different matches, but this right here, and now I'm looking at it in an AEW style match. Oh my goodness, this could be the match of the night. So I will give it. It's not by a landslide. I'm just giving it because I'm gonna give Brian the win. This might be match of the night. Evans on you.
So I will go, and hear me out here. I am gonna go Kevin Owens here. I think that there's a lot of money involved in this, and to get this together on, both sides had to take a lot of negotiation. I think because they let Kevin Owens take the L to Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania, they reward him by giving him the W here.
Oh, that's a good side argument. However, though, there's two promotions in this.
I know, and I think Bryan Danielson doesn't have a problem with losing. He never has.
Yeah.
And I think out of respect for Kevin Owens, even Bryan Danielson would say, let's let him get the win here. But let's make it a hard-hitting motherfucking match to the point where it doesn't make anybody look weak. This thing goes, I would say this thing goes close to a TV time, like close to a 30-minute draw or down to the final seconds. And it makes none of them look bad. But I think Kevin Owens, for all the work he's put in for WWE over the years, I think he takes the win here because I think this is one of the ones where Vince sits down with Tony Khan and says, listen, I'm going to get Kevin involved here, but I can't let him lose. So.
All right, Jay.
I'm going to have to agree with Evan and go with KO on this one. Like I said, both wrestlers are fine with losing a match. Bryan Danielson is having the time of his life right now over in AEW. He's wrestling, doing what he loves to do. And
he's lost 4 matches that were all big time.
Yeah, and they were big matches. He went 60-minute Broadway with with
Omega.
Omega. Yeah, he went Broadway with him. So I think you'll get a good, solid, hard hitting. Let's go old school Ring of Honor style match. Let's go back to Final Battle 2012. KO or Kevin Steen at the time versus Sami Zayn. Well, then El Generico. Solid, good match. I think we'll get a Ring of Honor old school quality match, man, between two Ring of Honor alumni.
Okay. All right. Evan, Moxley, Seth.
Oh, God. This one is arguably the hardest one for me to pick.
Styles, everything is damn near even.
On the PWI Top 500, I believe these guys were 5 and 6. This is the match of the closestly. Like, this is the closest in talent any match on this entire card could be. And they know each other from the years in the Shield. I, however, am going to give this one to Mox because of the time Mox has spent in GCW, the time Mox has spent working with the guys from New Japan, the time that Mox has spent in the Blackpool Combat Club. Mox is on a different fucking level right now. And I don't think, and as good as the architect, the influencer, whatever Seth Rollins wants to go with, unless he comes out with the old school, burn it down. Like, if he comes out with the whole, like, holier than thou type gimmick, it's a wrap. But I think Jon Moxley wins this in what would be a 5.5 star per Dave Meltzer.
Jay.
I agree. I have to go with Moxley on this one. We're not seeing the Dean Ambrose. We're seeing a well-seasoned Jon Moxley now, who has been wrestling and improving his craft all over the world over the last, 2.5 years, 3 years. So we're seeing a different Jon Moxley. We're seeing a cleaner Jon Moxley now that he's clean. So he's not partaking in any of his vices anymore, which is an awesome thing. So he's focused. And he can put on a hell of a match, man, both of them. So I think it would, once again, I think we're going straight to that 30-minute Broadway type thing or close to it. Keep the fans on their feet, man. So Moxley for the win.
Okay. So Moxley wins. I mean, I do think Moxley wins. It's going to definitely be a close fucking match. However, though, if this card happened this year, let's say this year, I would rather Seth
If it happened this year, Seth gets the win.
No. Moxley still get the win, but I'd rather have Seth save his Shield intro that he did with Roman.
This match.
This match.
My God, that would be
insane. Yeah,
that would have been the greatest
goodness.
ever did.
Oh my god, that shit would be fantastic.
That would be good.
John comes out to Wild Thing. He's in the ring. He's all sitting there like, and then all of a sudden, Sierra Hotel India. Oh my god,
you can't do it again.
John just stands there like,
yeah,
and you can't do it again. You can't do it again because he already did it for Roman. It's super stale. It's not going to pop. That right there would have been the moments of the night. because God of truth, that was the moment of WrestleMania when he came out. That shit right there. That Rumble.
Yeah.
When he did that shit was fucking fantastic. That shit was great. So yeah. So I want to see that.
I'm with you on that one. If that was to happen, you got to save that for that.
Yeah. All right, a couple more matches. All right. Darby Allin versus Ricochet.
I'm going to go with. Oh man, it's a tough one. I'm going to go with Darby. I'm gonna go with Darby on this one. Darby is the ultimate babyface where people just love to just back this guy up. They feel sympathy for this guy when he gets his ass kicked because he has the ability to look like he's taking an ass whooping. And it looks like it hurts because some of the times it does hurt. Some of the bumps that he takes, being thrown down steps and things like that. So I think it's more for getting the fans to get behind him more. The dives that he takes are legit dives. Like he's not doing it where somebody's catching him. He's throwing himself at the opponent, like outside the ring. So he will put his body on the line for the win. Ricochet would do awesome Ricochet stuff, that makes Ricochet a star. But I think Darby gets over.
Okay, now hear me out. Okay, hear me out. I first was going to choose Darby Allin, but then I thought about it, right? Let's say this card was in order. Okay. And let's say that Randy Orton versus Sting happens. Randy whoops Sting's ass and turns the heel shit, and then Darby Allin comes out and helps Sting. I'm going to pick Ricochet because I think that Randy Orton comes out, distracts.
I see. As soon as you said this, same thing.
Okay.
I'm thinking Randy Orton, legend killer Randy Orton, manhandles Sting, and then costs Darby the match somehow.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go Ricochet just off that story. Now, however, though, if this was just 1-on-1, 1v1, Darby Allin about a fucking landslide. However, though, for story purposes,
I can agree with that. Okay. I can get along with that one. I can agree with that one.
Evans on you.
Personally, I think this match should open the show. Darby Allin wins.
Yeah, curtain jerker. Yeah, I think that should be. Yeah, high energy.
All right, it's on me. It's Sammy versus Finn Balor
in a ladder match.
In the ladder match. Well, hold on. So if it's a ladder match, then it's definitely Sammy. I'm not picking Finn Balor. That's not happening. However,
as far as I'm concerned, I only want to see Sammy in ladder matches from here on out because he's fantastic in them. He's very reminiscent to me of Edge and Christian and Matt and all them in their prime in a ladder match.
Putting his body on the line, man.
The thing about though, there's nothing to fight for. What do you put up there? His belt's going. His belt's going.
That's true.
So it has to be.
Steel cage match. There you go. I'm kidding. No, we'll do a regular match. It's fine.
Regular match. I'm going to go Finn, but Demon Finn comes out for just for Evan. Just for Evan. And Demon Finn comes out. Okay? Just for Evan for you. I'm gonna do that. All right, buddy. So I'm gonna go Finn Balor. Evan's on you.
Demon Finn wins in a heartbeat. Not even close. 45 seconds. Hits a couple moves. Coup de grace. Demon Finn out. Let's go.
All right, I'm with you.
Jay?
Clean sweep. Finn Balor gets over.
Even not Demon Finn, I still think he beats Sammy because he's the more polished guy.
Mm-hmm.
But you add the Demon to this, it's over.
Yeah.
All right. Evan. Cole, Pat McAfee.
Oh, see, hear me out. I'm going Pat McAfee here. I think that, Adam Cole has a deep respect for Pat McAfee. And Adam Cole's been to the mountaintop many times. I think Cole takes the dive here to put Pat McAfee into the stratosphere of WWE talent. And I think it's also a potential play to, once your contract's up, dog, come on over to AEW. Let's make some magic. So I'm going to put Pat here, but I'm the biggest Pat McAfee stan on this entire panel. So.
All right, Jay.
I'm going to go Pat over Cole on this one as well. I think Adam Cole beat Pat McAfee at the NXT pay-per-view at that time.
Beat him clean.
And he beat him clean. So I think story purposes, Pat McAfee gets over here and it creates the rubber match.
I'm going Adam Cole. I'm going Cole only because, one, this is not WWE. This is AEW/WWE. It really depends on what promotion put on the show. And even with that still being said, I still would have to pick Cole for one reason only. I don't like the fact that, and I know Pat's not a wrestler, but he doesn't have a finisher. How does he beat him? Pat has a signature and a finisher. Signature, one of my favorite signatures of all time, setting my pin on my sunrise. But he has a signature and a finisher.
I would not be surprised if Pat adapts the punt kick.
Yeah,
like old school Randy Orton punt kick as the finisher, because I mean, obviously that would fit right into what he does.
Still,
and if you remember, back when they were in NXT, he kicked the shit out of Adam Cole.
Dog shit out of Cole.
However, the second thing is though. Second thing is
small package.
No, fuck out of here. Second thing,
for this pay-per-view, only all small packages are banned. You do what it's instant disqualification.
Control your narrative.
Control your narrative. AEW versus WWE presents no small packages.
so we're doing the forbidden door. So now we're putting in control your narrative too on top of it. No small packages. There we go.
All right. But no, and get into story wise as well. Adam has the All Elite in his corner. If you think he's going to be in that match by his damn self,
you're right. But at the same time, too, this match is being held in Indianapolis, Illinois, which means Cole's all line. No, but at the same time, too, he will have Red Dragon for sure. But with Kenny Omega being back for this, who knows what the Bucks are going to be doing?
Yeah,
and that's the only way I see him winning is if Kenny come out and distracts them, and that's how that feud starts.
That's how that feud starts. This match will be like third on the card. Kenny and John will be way later. Yeah. It'll be John Cena against a mystery opponent, but we all know it's Kenny Omega. And then Kenny Omega comes out during the Adam Cole match saying like, "Hey, you've been running my group, bitch." Causes a distraction. There you go.
All right, Jay,
book it.
Hobbs Lashley.
I gotta go. I'm gonna go with Powerhouse Willie Hobbs, baby. Powerhouse Willie Hobbs, baby. He's a star. He's up and coming. He's young. He's fast. He's powerful. In my Dusty Rhodes voice, Willie Hobbs, you a star, baby, to the moon.
All right, it's on me. I'm going Lashley. I just think that Lashley's a little more seasoned and can like that. Nothing wrong. That is. And how the one guy on YouTube says a bunch of big guy man meat splashing together, and it's going to be a powerful ass match. I think that Bobby's a little bit faster, quicker than Powerhouse. I do think Powerhouse may be a little bit stronger than Bobby. However, I don't think Bobby knows how to win this, and because it's going to be again with this card, it's a big time pay-per-view or entertainment, whatever they should call that shit. So I'm going to pick Lashley. Evan?
I'm going to give it to the more seasoned veteran here, and I'm going to give it to Bobby Lashley. Powerhouse Hobbs, do not get me wrong, is the strong man of the future. Him and Warlow are going to be the powerhouses for AEW moving forward easily. But you have to look at what Lashley's been going through. He lost his title on a technicality because he got hurt. He's been in the Omos story right now. So I would expect them to allow something to bounce back to happen. And you know, Tony Khan and Vince McMahon may be able to work out a deal saying, hey, Hobbs is still so fresh. He's only had a handful of matches against nobodies. You're about to finally put him up against a real powerhouse threat. Let's let him get beat by Lashley so that Powerhouse Hobbs can take this mentally, bounce back, and come back stronger.
All right. Next match. Bobby Fish versus Roderick Strong. I'm not going to lie. I could care less about this. I just think that for nostalgia purposes, because where it came from, that'll be a good match. I will go Bobby Fish. Evan?
Bobby Fish is a better wrestler, so I'm going to go Bobby Fish here. You put Kyle O'Reilly here, it's the same result. Kyle O'Reilly would win, but Bobby Fish is a better. He looks like Bane from the third movie of Dark Knight, but
you said that, sir. Oh,
but he is just the better wrestler, in my opinion, and he's been doing it for longer than Roddy has at a higher level. So,
all right, Jay.
I'm gonna go Bobby Fish too. I'm gonna go Bobby Fish. Like I said, Bobby Fish. He doesn't look. He looks a lot younger than what his age actually is, and that's how long he's been.
And that's what Kyle O'Reilly looks older than he actually is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
In my opinion, too, the wrong guy is in this match from Red Dragon. It should have been O'Reilly because, in my opinion, O'Reilly's the better wrestler, but Bobby Fish is the better fighter.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Roger Strong is not the best either. So,
he was the weak link in Undisputed Era.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to make it a little more equal, but I definitely did want to keep that storyline of you to wrestle together. So let's get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
All right, Evan.
You had to put the Asians against each other against me first, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
I got a feeling.
Evan, Danhausen.
Danhausen versus R-Truth, huh?
Danhausen versus R-Truth.
Out of respect for the future Hall of Famer and one of the hardest working men in WWE, R-Truth wins this match.
Okay.
In a straight up, what the fuck did I just watch? Boogeyman came out the corner eating fucking 87 worms. Santino Marella and Santina run down at the same time, causing everyone to go crazy. Dana Brooke comes out, pins him in the middle of the match for the WWE 24/7 title, and then Danhausen gets beat. It's the what the fuck moment. It's the shucky ducky quack quack moment of the pay-per-view.
Oh my god!
All right, Jay.
I'm with you on this one. R-Truth gets over. Just a bunch of what the fuck is going on in this ring. You can see the 24/7 people running around the ring, going into the ring. You have a couple surprises. They said Boogeyman comes out.
It'd probably be the funniest moment in the history.
Oh, I think it'd be funny. It'd be funny. It'd be funnier than the nut shot spot.
It definitely will. It's gonna be funny as fuck. All right, listen. All right, listen.
Oh, he's about to put Danhausen over.
Hear me out. All right, I do think Danhausen wins this. Right? Let's listen. I do think that all that funny shit's gonna happen. If this match happens, all that shit happens. All right. However, I do think that for some reason, Danhausen curses R-Truth.
And R-Truth sells that shit.
It sells the shit out of it. Wins, right? But then while all that shit's going on, the 24/7 shit going on, he curses Dana Brooks. Wins the 24/7 championship
and takes it back to AEW.
Take it back to AEW.
All right, I like that.
Get that shit out of there.
I like it.
Listen, I just need an R-Truth WWE title reign before he retires. Just one time, even if for like 15 minutes, somebody cashes in their Money in the Bank right after.
All right, Jay. This is definitely for you. Keith Lee versus Veer Mahan.
Keith Lee all the way. Keith Lee. I gotta go Keith Lee. Yeah, even though, like I said, Veer, everybody's been waiting for Veer. but Keith Lee is the now, and you got to go with the now. Keith Lee wins because he has a power move. Veer Mahan doesn't have a power move.
Well, he has two power moves.
Well, he's got the what do you call it, the lariat, but you don't like it's called.
He has the Rusev submission move.
He has a submission.
It's the worst version of the Rusev submission move.
Yeah, it's a horrible, worst version of
the no. I was talking about Keith Lee. Keith Lee has two power moves.
Keith Lee has power moves. Yeah,
he's got the Spirit Bomb, and he's got what he's got the moonsault, don't he?
The Big Bang Catastrophe.
He got the moonsault too.
Oh yeah,
he ain't pulled it out in a little bit, but
Lee gets over. Lee gets over.
So if this happens somewhere around now,
Veer wins.
Keith Lee, fuck no. Keith Lee wins.
No, Keith Lee still wins.
Keith Lee wins now, and they banished that fucking Veer shit. To no. And hear me out.
It takes another year and a half to reinvent himself.
No. You can't make him out as this monster anymore. You have to force him into a legit fucking story. I lost to Keith Lee. That means I prove that I can lose. So I can't be coming out of this monster. Somebody try to fuck with him, and he goes to a different, legit story. This works both ways. So I'm going Keith Lee for that. Even if it wasn't that story, Keith Lee was fucking mopped the floor with his dumbass. So it's Keith Lee. Evan?
For he is limitless. Oh, Keith Lee stomps him.
All right, three more. All right.
2.5 hours. We going. This is a regular old masturbators episode.
Well, no, I'm going to break this down. So it's going to be 2 episodes.
Oh,
yeah. Add that shout out too. Thanks, Evan. Shit. All right. Sandra D versus Bailey. I'm actually going to go with Bailey. I think that Bailey somehow, because of her heel turn, she finds a way to win. I don't think it's clean at all. And you know how I feel about clean wins and big cards. I feel like she wins dirty somehow. I just see that. So I'm going to go with Bailey. Evan?
It's going to be Bailey just because she's been off TV for so long. Do I think she's a better wrestler than Serena Deeb? No, but I both think they're not the greatest.
Jay? Sorry.
No, you're good.
Jay?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bailey. Return Bailey. The professor does her was it the professor challenge?
If Bailey answers it, that'd be great.
Bailey answers the challenge just to make it more meaningful. I honestly think they're both good in-ring workers. I think Serena Deeb, the woman of 1,000 holds, which is they're booking her like the female Dean Malenko.
Mm-hmm.
And Bailey.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he trained her too.
Yeah. So and Bailey's a good worker too, and I think Bailey's a decent, solid worker. So I think you get a solid match out of it. And plus, it's the return of Bailey, so people will be happy to see that.
All right, Evan.
Yes.
Miro versus Gunther.
I'm going to go with God's favorite champion here. I think Miro is more over in AEW than Gunther is in WWE. So I think Miro, and this is also the returning angle of Miro's coming back. So I'd put Miro here.
Jay?
I'm going to go with Miro in a hard-hitting, like a Gunther Ilya type match. Miro gets over.
I'm gonna go with Gunther actually,
but he doesn't tap out. But Gunther doesn't tap out of the camel clutch.
I'm gonna go with Gunther only because that Miro doesn't mind losing. I read somewhere that when Gunther lost the NXT British,
he lost to Ilya.
Yeah, he went hard on everybody, and that's one of the reasons why they changed a lot of shit up for him.
Okay.
He hates losing. Period. Miro does not mind losing if it's a good enough way to lose. Gunther is on the rise. Miro is literally out of mind. I know they can deal with injury, maybe, but I'm gonna go with Gunther. Last but not least, damn, I cannot say her name. Asuka versus Hikaru Shida. There you go. Jay, you get first.
I'm going to go with Asuka on this one. I'm going to say Asuka. They're both good. I think we'll get almost a mirror match, if you will, in some sorts. And I think it just makes up for a good match. And I think Asuka gets over.
I'm going to Asuka as well. I'm trying to see the over under of how many times the crowd will say this is awesome. This match, because
you at least get 2 or 3. You at least get 2 or 3 with some good spots.
Yeah. So I'm going to go Asuka as well. Evan.
So it's 2-0 Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm going to go Shida here. In my opinion, I think Shida's a better wrestler. Asuka's a better character. But in an actual wrestling match, I pick Shida here, and obviously, there's a reason Shida has won the most matches for AEW women's history. She's damn good. She's just stuck in this weird gimmick right now with Serena Deeb that I'm ready for it to be over and for Shida to kind of bounce back into the main title picture. But, I mean, obviously, Asuka gets the win based on YouTube, but I would put Shida here.
Okay, so that is our dream card match. Let us know how you feel. All right, and then cut that out. Okay, so now we're going to do WrestleMania Backlash predictions.
This is a long one.
Here we go.
Damn it, stop. I'm trying to that would be a cut, so we'll be into a new episode. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it's time for WrestleMania Backlash predictions. All right. We're going to say I'm gonna say who's on the card as of right now, as of May 1st. Anybody's put on the card, then we're sorry, but only what we see right now. Okay. And then we're going to see who actually say who wins. All right. So first match, Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair in the I Quit match. I said Rousey wins. I think Rousey wins. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that they want to give Ronda this title so bad because they could have made this storyline with anybody else, but they keep doing Rousey. So I do think Rousey wins. Likely or not, I'm picking Rousey. Jay.
Against what I really want to do, I'm agree with you that Rousey wins. For some reason, WWE seems to be all behind Rousey and trying to push her to be this great star, which I don't think that she is in wrestling. I think she's just a big name. Mm-hmm. But and I think they'll be willing to find out, because when she's not willing to do the champions work rate, like on tour and going on house shows and things like that, and when she clams up and says she can't be able to handle it, then Charlotte will win the belt back to be able to take over those champion duties. But
Evan, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm kind of split on this one because I know Charlotte wants out, but at the same time, her contract is until 2024. Ronda Rousey bitches and complains over everything. I think Charlotte retains.
Okay. All right. Jay.
I would like Charlotte to retain.
Jay.
Yep.
Cody Seth.
I'm going to say Seth wins the Cody Seth 2 on a fuck finish, which allows for the rubber match to happen either at what's the next pay-per-view? Hell in a Cell or Money in the Bank.
There's so many potential Hell in a Cell matches that can happen on Hell in a Cell that I can think of off the top of my head. This is definitely one of them. But Evans, on you.
I'm going to stick with Cody Rhodes here.
I'm actually going to go with Cody as well, only because they brought him back. They kind of push him to the moon, and they're already starting off with the championship. I'm going for championships in our head. They can't. I don't think they didn't make him lose off of that right there. So I'm going to go Cody as well. All right, Evan, you got Drew McIntyre and RK Bro versus the Bloodline.
I believe Drew McIntyre and RK Bro take this one down. I believe in a non-title, non-tag team title match, Drew McIntyre is going to get the pin over Roman Reigns, and that is what's going to set him up for the next title.
Okay. I'm actually going to go the same. The same damn reason. I actually think that because I do think that our at least during Hell in a Cell, Usos beat RK Bro. So I'm going to go with RK Bro Drew right now. And Jay?
Clean sweep on this one. I'm gonna say Drew McIntyre, RK Bro takes this one too in a 6-man tag main event.
He's arguably the guy right now that the only realistic opponent that I can see possibly beating Roman, because he's big, he's powerful, he's fast. People are behind him. I'm just so tired of the Roman Reigns thing. I'll take anybody this. I'll take Danhausen beating Roman Reigns.
All right, it's on me. Styles versus Edge. I'm definitely gonna go with Edge. Being they trying to push this. I don't know what the fucking gimmick name is, but House of Brood or whatever we call it, House of Edge.
Judgment Day. Their actual gimmick name is Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. Okay, I like House of Brood.
Yeah, well, I'm still House of Brood.
That's a direct shot at AEW.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Edge. Jay.
I'm gonna go with Edge too. I think they're gonna beat AJ like a drum, and I agree with you, Dre, that eventually AJ Styles will become the third member of House of Brood. House of Brood.
Yeah, Evan.
Oh, it's a clean sweep. I think it's the exact reason why AJ's gonna lose. AJ's gonna be like, well, if can't beat him, join him, and then he's gonna pull a Daniel Bryan and the Wyatt family and turn back.
Mm-hmm. All right, Jay. Corbin versus Moss.
You got to go with Madcap Moss on this one. You got to put this guy over. This guy has a look. Hopefully, they can begin to change the gimmick. I hope he comes out of WrestleMania Backlash with new gear. Get rid of the gear. But either way, I think Madcap Moss gets the win.
And Evan.
I think Baron Corbin goes on a run of now everyone being able to kick out of the end of days. So I think Madcap Moss wins this here with a small package.
All right. There you go.
Backwoods roll up to beat Madcap or to beat Happy Corbin. He's going to get up and what?
Okay. All right. I'm going Moss as well, but if it's the fucking small package, fuck that show. Fuck that show. All right. And last but not least, Evan, Lashley versus Omos.
Omos wins this one. He took the L at WrestleMania. If you want us to believe Omos is a powerhouse, he needs to beat a powerhouse, and I think he gets over with a dirty shot to the leg on a rebound off the ropes from MVP.
All right. I'm going to go Lashley only because I know that I feel like WWE wants Lashley versus MVP. For some fucking reason, I don't want to see that shit because MVP looks like death. But for some reason, they want to make it Lashley versus MVP. You can't, if you want to do that, you can't make him lose here. And because I don't want to see it again. I don't want to see it again at all. All right, I don't want to see it again at all. So Lashley wins because of the story. All right, Jay.
I'm gonna go with almost two, and I say almost because he's almost a star, I guess, in their eyes, not ours. But he's their Colossus, man, and I think they somehow want to push this guy somehow. That's why they teamed him up with MVP because he needs somebody to talk for him. Mm-hmm. I think Omos gets over on this one.
All right, so those are predictions. Let us know what your predictions are.
That is a small card.
That's the only card they have over here. Yeah. So, with that being said, my name is DeAndre Robinson. I had a good time with the show. This probably be in 2 or 3 episodes over the week. Say goodbye, people.
Goodbye, friends. This is your boy Shenanigator J, and you are listening to the best top 20 or top 10. I'm sorry.
20.
Is it top 20? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We in the top. We in the top. So make sure you like, subscribe, keep checking it out because we are the best thing going, and you can't teach that.
It's your boy Evan Hamataki, and unfortunately, I'm not 7 feet tall. I'm actually about 5'9" in the morning, 5'8" at night. But I want to thank everyone for liking, subscribing, listening to us, putting up with our bullshit because we're just 3 dudes who like to talk about wrestling. It's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to do this, like to do one of these gimmicky shows again because that was really fun.
That was cool.
Maybe next time we'll do like a super card where it's any company, any time.
It's a lot of that.
The Mount Rushmores. So thank you guys so much and have a good night. And don't do anything I wouldn't do.
All right. Bada boom. Really got in the room. How you doing?
If he doesn't show